I have like this deep need to feel like to be needed so much that I'm like the hero, or just to be extremely needed by the people around me. Um, and I bring this up because me and Julian were watching The Silo. By the way, go watch The Silo on Apple TV. Apple TV just has banging shows, but The Silo is so fucking good, right? Don't spoil that shit for me. But we just finished episode 3. No spoiler alerts, but like this woman had to like save the generator that's like generating the whole silo, right? And by the way, the silo is like they don't know why they're in the silo, but like all of humanity perceived is like lives in like this silo that has like 150 floors in it, and it's just like this. It's very Slav or Eastern European, like it's just like concrete. You know what I mean? And this woman who runs like who's like the top, like the only one, she's like the mastermind of like the generator that powers the whole thing. Like she's like probably the most important person in the fucking silo that gets no credit because there's a lot of classism in the silo. There's middies, people that are like in the mid levels, like the rich people at the top, the mechanics, the people that are in the low, and like the people at the top never come to the bottom because there's no elevator. It's just stairs. You would have to climb like 150 flights of stairs, right? But besides the point, there was a scene where the mayor comes all the way down the flight of stairs, comes all the way from the top, 150 all the way down to the bottom to go see this mechanic. And her first impression of her is like the fucking generator. The generator is all fucked up. The generator is super fucked up, and for the longest time they've been just doing quick fixes, because what they would really need to do to fix it is to open it up, but they would have to shut down the generator for a prolonged period of time, which would leave everyone in the dark, which would be increased violence, increased like people would be going insane, because once you're in the dark you're like reminded like holy fucking shit, like my whole life is inside this silo right now, right? But besides the point, she's just doing these quick fixes, and like the mayor comes down and like, what's that noise? Like, what's wrong? And it's like all of a sudden the mechanic, her name is Jules, she comes in and she like is fixing this thing. She starts to fix the generator. She hops inside of it. And like 30, 40 mechanics are all around her. They know that she's the person that they can rely on. Like she's the person that the only one that can fix this fucking shit, right? And I don't know why that shit makes me cry. Like, and Julian was like, "Why are you crying? There's nothing sad happening." And I don't know how to explain it. Like shit like that makes me cry. Where it's like everyone's relying on you. Like you're that fucking person that's gonna do the shit that you're reliable. You're the one that's gonna save the day. You're the one that's like the people. I don't know. I keep saying rely on, but that's the best way I can describe it. And the same thing, like if you watch My Hero Academia, yes, Endeavor's a terrible father and was abusive to his wife. He's a fucking piece of shit. He's not really redeemable. But in the redemption episode, I think it was the finale of like season 4. Every time I watch that fucking episode, I bawl like a baby, bro. Because even though he's hated, his children hate him, his wife hates him. When he took that Nomu up into the sky and essentially was gonna kill himself, he used all of his power and he just dropped like a bug out of the sky. Like, oh, I'm getting chills just thinking about it now. Like everyone hates him, but in that moment, he's the only one everyone can rely on. Cause one one for all for one. My All Might is fucking dead. All or not dead. All Might has no powers, right? And this is the guy we have to rely on. This piece of shit. This heel. But and so for that moment, when they're watching him bring the Nomu into the sky and everybody's cheering him on, like I'm getting chills. It's like there's something about that. And everyone lets go of everything. All your hatred towards this person, his kids are cheering his on, Todoroki is just like with the rest of the boys in the UA, and he's just like, he's freaking out even though he hates his father. It was just like this. It's this thing. There's something about that, and I think like I want that so bad, right? But there's shit that comes with that, and it's stress, right? Spoilers for the silo. When she when they turn off the power and then she just does everything, she like almost kills herself to fix the generator, and she fixes it. Everybody around her is cheering, and she just, because she almost died, she just like, it's not even, she's not like, it's not like relief, it's nothing, she's empty. She just used everything she could to do this thing. And I find that I can glorify that or not glorify, romanticize the idea of being the hero and romanticize the wanting to feel needed by everyone and being that person when push comes to shove. But that comes with a lot. That comes with being the person that's the responsible person that's gonna handle the shit. You got to be there. There's a responsibility that comes with that, and also there's a huge emotional toll, a spiritual toll that comes with being that person. And all I can ask is for God to help me become that person that can handle that burden, right? Because really, like, she's just depleted. Everyone around her is cheering everything on, and for Endeavor, yeah, he survives, and at the end he puts his finger up and everyone's relieved and cheering him on, but he became what he wanted to be the whole time, but he always wanted to be the number one hero, but it wasn't in the way he wanted to. He only became number one hero because All Might had to fucking use all of his last of his powers to defeat One for All, One for All. I always get their names mixed up, right? And he just became number one, not out of his own volition, but because All Might had to step down and lost his powers, right? But in that moment, he deserved it. You know what I'm saying? But still, it's like, am I ready for that? Am I ready for what is to come? What is the baggage that comes with being the person that people look for? Even if we look in the workplace and whatever work you're at, you look, people like to clown on executives and people that are directors and people that are CEOs, because they're like, these people don't fucking do anything, the workers do the shit, that they're out golfing and doing stuff. But and this is, you guys got to hear this out. You got to hear this out. And I'm not no fucking bootlicker. I promise y'all, I ain't no fucking bootlicker. But even if you work in middle management, like, at the end of the day, the burden of decision making is given to those at the top. And not every day they're making a decision. But I promise you, when they make decisions, it's not with a light heart, right? They're making decisions that affect hundreds of people, thousands of people, right? They're making, like, and you might hate them because they see, because at some point, in order to compartmentalize that and cope with that, they begin to see people as numbers and things like that, and a way to continue the company. But you got to put yourself in their shoes. Like, they're being told, we are running out of money, and if we don't fix this, nobody's gonna have a job, and they have to make that decision to lay off fucking 1,000 people. Like, and I think people think that those people take that shit lightly. Yeah, like, yeah, and sometimes there's in super mega companies, and like where like a Jeff Bezos type of person is so separated from the worker. He's 37 layers beyond the worker. Like, yeah, it's gonna be, but if you work at a normal company, that's not some mega conglomerate, and you can talk to the boss a lot, and you have an open line of communication to the CEO, to the manager, to the director, whatever it is, and that person's relationship with all their people, I guarantee you they are always stressed all the fucking time, and they don't sleep, and they bring work home, right? But that's what it takes. That's what comes with being needed, right? Like, I work in near residency and fellowship and all that type of stuff after med school. And, like, bro, when all the immigration stuff came down, I had my whole immigration office was working weekends. They, like, dude, throughout the whole night, they're handling everything, because when the H-1B shit came on, they had to call up faculty, had to call up residents. Hey, don't leave the country. Like, you might not be able to come back. Like the burden of doing that, right? Like, and now like the top person has to figure out how, because I mean, a lot of companies, you sustain work through immigration, not because you pay these people less, but because a lot of a lot of American imports is high skilled labor and low skilled labor, right? But high skilled labor, like engineering and medicine and all this type of shit, right? Big tech. And now you got to figure out how are we gonna keep this shit alive now that we cannot no longer import these people. You could say, oh, hire people from your state, whatever. There's not enough. There's just not enough, bro. I'm sorry to tell you, like, and especially in medicine. Maybe in tech there is, or whatever it is, in comp sci. But you like my cup? My point being, who gives a fuck about any of that shit? My point being is that this person I want to be is going to take more than I could ever know, right? Because my dream, I have a startup, right? And my dream is to create a company with such a great work environment, with split revenue sharing, like split like literally the greatest, like the best type, like a company that people want to like be in a line to work for. Like people want to work for me. That's what I want. I'm not gonna be some asshole that's siphoning 90% of the profits, right? Even profit distribution, right? And all this stuff. But I gotta be the person that also can make those hard decisions if hard decisions need to be made. Not maybe it's not even firing people. It's more about, oh, like I gotta go without pay for, I gotta pay my people, so I'm myself I'm gonna go without pay for many months, right? I gotta make that decision. Oh, something a big some big issue happened. Some big issue happened in the company. Oh, everyone's looking for me to make to figure it out. Fuck, dude, I gotta become that person. Right? In my family, when me and Julian have children, and even now, she looks for me to make a lot of choices. And that's not to say she's a very independent woman, bro. And she whips the fuck out of me. I get whipped. I get whipped all the time, bro. I ain't in no traditional relationship, bro. She's a real strong woman. Her mother's a strong woman. Like I get fucked up, and I'm proud to say that shit, bro, because she makes me a better man every single day. Every fucking day, she makes me a better man, right? But she still wants me to make those decisions when we have children. I gotta be that guy. I gotta be the guy. I gotta be the endeavor. I gotta be, not in that way. He was a terrible father, but like, and a terrible husband. But like, I gotta be the endeavor. I gotta be the jewels. I gotta. Everyone's gonna look to me to make shit happen, and I'm gonna make that fucking shit happen. You know what I'm saying? I will become that person, and that's all I gotta say. I know this is a kind of convoluted. I might have not said much in this video, but all I can ask is we talk about asking God for things. That's all I can ask. God, keep putting me in situations to mold me into that type of person, to mold me into the person that when comes to shove, they're like, he can handle it. Where's he at? They're looking for me. Literally perfect example, bro. I'm getting chills thinking about this. When Pain in Naruto, when Pain does almighty push, and he fucking he just destroys the Hidden Leaf Village, and everyone's fucking dead, and Kakashi's like kind of dead, and like whatever, and Sakura gets on her knees and says, Naruto, and he just spawns in with the fucking toads. And you know that everyone, this guy that is treated as a joke, this guy that was bullied his whole life, this orphan that has no family, that the fifth Hokage, pro, third, the third Hokage promised Minato to take care of his son, and he did it. He didn't take care of Naruto. This guy who had every single reason to become a part of the Akatsuki, every reason to fucking destroy his village. He wanted to become the Hokage, and everything he did leading up to becoming the Hokage was to become the Hokage, so he can make those tough decisions. So that when the fucking aliens came in Boruto, he could just fucking stand there, and he could duke it out with these motherfuckers, right? Like, but when she said Naruto, and he pulls up, and he's mastered Sage Jutsu, and he's just this guy that like, how the fuck did he's on a different level, right? I'm getting chills thinking about this motherfucker, bro. I get chills thinking about this guy. He just pulls up. He just pulls up, and he handles that shit. Same thing with Luffy. Episode 36, 39, I think that's when it was. Nami says, I need help. Nami tries to push him away so much, and he stands there, and she says, I need you. Please help me. He puts that motherfucking hat on her. He turns around. The boys are posted up. Zoro, Sanji, Usopp posted up because they're about to fuck some shit up. But because Luffy's that guy. He's the goofiest guy. The goofiest guy. The guy that's kind of a joke. But when it's time to get serious, I'm getting fucking serious, and I'm taking care of the people, and they can rely on me, and I will handle some shit. That's what I want to be, and that's what I'm keep putting me in fucking situations so I can be that guy. Golly, I'm getting hype. But all right, let me chill out. I just think about that shit, man. Like, where's Spider-Man? And I know I keep naming these heroes, these anime characters, but really, it's more than that. It's like there's something about that when people look to you and they rely on you, and you're the dude, the girl, whatever it is that's gonna that is reliable. You're in the company. They're like, yo, where's where's Becky? We need her right now. This shit's popping off. They go find her, right? And yeah, that and sometimes that person's allowed to be more chill. That person's allowed to get away with more, only because they're needed when shit gets real. They're the ones there. I'm done talking though. Guys, girls, gays, queers, and them is anyone. Everyone, anyone, have a blessed rest of your Thursday. I'll catch you guys on a beautiful Friday.